So for an inaugural European Under-23 Swimming Championships, I don't think European Aquatics could have asked for basically a better event, really. It's been nicely organised. And one woman who's contributed a lot to that for the home atmosphere is Mona McSharry. 2 goals so far. She goes in lane 4 for Ireland here. Elizabeth Booker for Great Britain. In lane 5, Olivia Clint-Ipser has been very close to medals all this week. She goes in 3. And Caitlin Dobler has won silver in the 1 and bronze in the 50. She is in lane 6.
Yeah, just the 2 heats here of the women's 200 metre breaststroke. So some of these faster women in the middle will just kind of have to get a job done, like we've seen over the last 2 heat sessions on Friday and Saturday. Just get the job done, get in, post a solid time, try and not exert too much energy. You know, it's been a long 2 days of racing, but a packed 2 days of racing, really. So just get in, get the job done, and get back for finals tonight. One last hurrah.
By the way, don't be distracted for those of you watching for the empty seats on the far side. Those seats are for the teams, coaches only. The public viewing section is on this near side, and again, it is full right now, 9:30 on a Sunday morning. It is sold out for this morning. It is sold out for this evening. So if you were thinking of coming along, unfortunately the boat has gone in that one. And by the way, it is a crammed weekend in Dublin, because we've also the Dublin Horse Show all this week, which is one of the big equestrian stop-off points of the European circuit all year, actually really on the global show jumping circuit. It's also the All-Ireland Ladies Football Final today, which usually attracts about 40,000 fans to Croke Park in Dublin. So we've basically had 3 massive sporting events on simultaneously in the one city at the one time. I'm not even counting the league football that's been going on all weekend, deep into the football season in Ireland, being a calendar year league. There's probably a few other things that I haven't counted as well. I'm sure there were a few gigs on this weekend, there always are.
Oh yeah, always, yeah. Dublin rich with sporting history, so but to host a competition like this for Dublin is fantastic. You know, it's great to see that, you know, I've spoken to a lot of competitors and team, you know, coaches, and they're so impressed with the staff and the people and how it's been run. So that's great to see, you know, and it's great to see such a great arena like this hosting a competition of this magnitude, and it being the inaugural as well, the first one ever. So I've really enjoyed it. These the Under-23 Championships, so
yeah, it's the first European Aquatics Championship held here since the 2003 short course, and this venue was built for that. We had the European Paraswimming Championships here in 2018, which again attracted fantastic crowds and very spectacular home successes as well. So here's our field of 10 for the opening heat of 2 of the women's 200 breaststroke. Centre 4 lanes, quite hot in this. Mona McSharry having picked up golds in the 50 and the 100 breaststroke, but Caitlin Dobler also those commemorative medals in both those, a silver and a bronze, or well, green medals replicating those. So she's in 6. Elizabeth Booker as well. Actually really decent looking heat 2 as well.
yeah, Dobler unlucky to be touched out by McSharry in both the 50 and the 100, so she'll want revenge here. On the 200, slightly slower entry time than McSharry. McSharry in on a 2:25.2. Elizabeth Booker, the British swimmer, in 5 is 2:25.7, and then Dobler is in 6. And she's a 2:26.4, so close enough. So expect these girls to be around maybe the 2:29 mark this morning, 2:28 maybe. Just get the job done. Women's 200 metre breaststroke.
So underway in this first heat of 2, the women's 200 metres breaststroke. Gerde of Slovenia in lane 0, Slosson of Great Britain in 1, Eva Kummen in 2 of Norway, Clint-Ipser of Sweden in 3, Mona McSharry of Ireland in 4, Elizabeth Booker of Great Britain in 5, Dobler of the United States 6, Herkle of Germany 7, Fadovikova of Slovakia in 8, and Stoimanova of Bulgaria is in lane 9. So it is a good start really in 6-4 doubler, as you might expect. McSharry take it easy so far in 4 and Booker in 5 for Great Britain. It's Booker who leads by 0.40 over doublet. McSharry in 3rd spot, 0.42 behind. These three going reasonably strongly. Clint Ibsen not very far off, and also in 7, Kim Herklet as well of Germany, who's had a solid week as well, a few finals.
Yeah, pretty tight here for the first heat, just 1 of 2 on this, the women's 200 meter breaststroke. So 10 swimmers won't make the final, 10 will. So you're going to have to just beat 10 swimmers over the 2 heats. So very tight at the minute between sort of top half of your picture there. In the middle, very hard to call. Looks like it's going to be maybe double. It's Booker in the middle, 1:11.5. Herkler of Germany is just back 0.2 from McSharry and 0.2 as well. So very tight. Expect McSharry maybe to move a little bit more in this third 50. Sure to get the engines revving a little bit. So this will be her penultimate race of the championships. So well, penultimate individual race anyway. So McSharry going well. 2 below her in 2. It is Kuman of Norway as well, having a little bit of a go. So coming into this last 50, they'll have a good idea of exactly where they are, these swimmers. They'll know who's around them, you know, especially off the turns. Big auction down this turn, get up and just keep the length, keep the power in the legs the whole way home. So McSharry leads by half a second in this, the first heat.
A really nice recovery as well from Eva Kuman, who's been setting quite a few lifetime bests. Originally from Stavanger, she's won the Lambertseter Club now in Oslo, and she's moved up really well. But here goes McSharry for Ireland in lane 4. Booker alongside. That's the 1-2. Nice recovery from Kuman. Clint Ibsen has fallen back a bit, and also Dobler. But in this heat, Mona McSharry is looking to win every race she can here, and she has done so. McSharry, Booker, Kuman, the 1-2-3.
Yeah, job done for McSharry. 2:27.27. Just gets the job, gets her hand on the wall. That's all she needed to do. Some plus 2 seconds on her best. That's about right for a prelim swim when you're going in that far, you know, ahead of the rest of the field. You know, that's safe to make it back, you know. So good swim from her, solid swim from her. Elizabeth Booker in a 2:27.6, just back. And Kuman, that Will said, is having a great meet down in 3rd. So you imagine those 3 swimmers will be back. We'll wait up for confirmation when they come up in a moment here. Top 4 may be back, but you know, it's a bit of a stacked second heat as well, so they're going to have to be careful enough as it comes up here, confirmation.
So Mona McSharry wins that heat, 2:27.27. Elizabeth Booker in 2nd for Great Britain. Eva Kuman 3rd for Norway. Caitlin Dobler 4th for the United States. The rest really will have to wait, because here comes heat 2. Gillian Davey of Great Britain going in lane 4. The fastest time coming into this, Anra Blažević of Croatia in 5. And Clara Rybak Andersen, bronze medalist in the 100 breaststroke, she goes in lane 3 for Denmark. There's a good chance actually that was her first major championship medal. So it's Angelaki of Greece in lane 0, Bukvic of Serbia in 1, Rodriguez of Spain in 2, Rybak Andersen of Denmark in 3, Gillian Davey Great Britain in 4, Blažević Croatia 5, Bekesi Hungary in 6, Manchin of Sweden in 7, Irakine of Cyprus in 8, and Dakota Tucker in again for South Africa in 9. She's had quite a few finals, a few draws where she's been quite wide out as well, but she's had a full active week, and this has been a good active start by Clara Rybak Andersen for Denmark, with that bronze last night in the 100. And also in lane 5, Blažević. Rybak Andersen leads, Blažević in 2nd, Davey 3rd. Just about a quarter of a second Rybak Andersen is leading by. 4th with Esther Bekesi, also quite prominent this week without getting onto the podium. Rodriguez in 5th place for Spain.
Yeah, Rybak Andersen had a really good reaction off the block and a super underwater pull-out. So she opted to go out in around the 33.3 she was out in. So the top 5 from the last heat were all sub 2:30. So 5th was 2:29. So that's sort of, I think it'll be around that, 2:29 to get back. So at the halfway point, Rybak Andersen 1:10.67. Blažević just back in a 1:11, and Davey back even further than that. So at the minute is Rybak Andersen looks really comfortable. The Danish swimmer, she's a 2:26.0 girl, so she'll not be stressing here at all. She'll just want to keep this rolling, keep this nice length to the stroke. You know, feel the stroke, feel where her timing's at. You can see that lovely shot there of Gillian Davy, the British swimmer. She's in a strong position to also make it back for finals tonight, but Ryback Anderson's actually extending her lead as she touches the 150 mark, 148.4, a 37.8 bit for her, so she'll know she's going to get back for tonight. She'll not exert any more energy than she needs to. So Ryback Anderson with the three swimmers above her, all should be safe for finals tonight.
Clara Ryback Anderson from Uruguay going really strongly here, looking very, very impressive. I mean, look at that lead which she's maintained all the way through. She is set for the final and looking for a very fast time as well. Her bronze last night in the 100. Davy Blažević-Bekese also prominent up there. 2:27.27 matches Mona McSherry's time from first time around. Davy in second, Bekese third, Blažević 4, Rodriguez 5, and Bukvic in 6th place. Well, I was almost going to say it looks better, faster than Mona McSherry's time earlier, and maybe for a little bit it was, but it was identical. Precisely what Mona McSherry swam to win that opening heat. Good win for Clara Ryback Anderson for Denmark. So she takes it, 2:27.27. Davy in second for Great Britain, 2:29.29. Bekese third, Blažević 4, and Rodriguez in 5th place. Top 4, certainly good for the final. Top 4 from the first heat. What about the rest? McSherry and Ryback Anderson, absolutely identical times. Booker and Kuman close to it. Vadavikova of Slovakia will be a second reserve, and Clint Ibser and Mansion just missing out.